Hi, I'm Blazing, and this is Bonnie, and together we go across many worlds, fighting many battles together, in search of all the epic loots, and I would like it very much if you would join me on our next adventure. Hello, and welcome back, it's Blazing, and today we are going to continue on leveling our Beastmaster Hunter in World of Warcraft, so let's hop right in. Hopefully my sound should be fixed, and I'm just going to pop that in. And yes, we are still in a tree. Bonnie is not currently in her bed, so we will pop that there. And yes, where were we? What were we doing? Looking for a quest. You in here? Yes, you are. In fact, I am going to take that out, just so I can hear what I am doing. Magnificent beasts, aren't they? Every Bakar holds a special place in Clan Shikar. They are our fellow hunters, guards, and our most cherished friends. Nice. Is it a trinket? It is indeed. Cool. The Gorloks of the swamp were once simple creatures, pests perhaps, but never raiders, thieves, or dog-eaters. It is our chief, it is their chief, Gilgamesh, who has led them away from their nature. Put an end to him and the Gorloks will threaten us no more. I told you yesterday we would most likely have to. Most likely have to kill him. Chief Gilgamesh. And of course I am caught on a tree. I like that I don't even wait to see if I have my pet summoned or anything. Heal pet up. Kill shot. Mind. Let's take care of some of these people. Creatures, shamans, things. Cool. Medallion of a Fallen Friend. This chewed up hunk of metal was once a beautiful ornament of great importance to a Shikar centaur. Kassar may know more about the owner. And we have lootage. Some nice fluorescent fluid. And there is a chest somewhere. Downwards. Ah, is it going to be in the cave that I had a nosy towards yesterday? Really don't want to kill those things again though. I think we can sneak our way in a little bit. I don't like this one. Ah, I didn't realise yesterday that that was actually a spell. Ah, you can see the item. Just hiding over there in the corner. Oops. Hello, you. Ah. Revive. Now, am I doing something wrong, or did this shaman seem particularly strong? I did again. They're dead. Stop trying. Five. Awesome, I don't have to get too far. Hit this cave. There are too many caves. Okay. With their chieftain slain, the Gorloks will no longer bother us. I am astounded by how strong they became under Chief Gilgamesh. I have never seen such primitive creatures rise up against a mighty civilization like ours before. Are we not so different? So much further evolved? I suppose not. This medallion is all that remains of a dear friend of mine who ventured too far into the swamp this past season. I thought it lost to the elements. I cut this leather from her first mammoth hunt. We were children then. The Soul Mender. When we join Onara in the wind, we leave these medallions behind. Although I helped craft this medallion, I am not its rightful owner. It should be returned to Russia. It is the last memory of her betrothed. Take it to her so she may mourn and be at peace. Baba is rested and Russia's supplies are recovered. We can return without upsetting her father. Take some boxes when you go. I will send some warriors for the rest. You're going to make me slow walk? Come, Baba, let us return to Russia with the supplies. See you soon, Zairi. You're going to abandon me, aren't you? Make me run past all these creatures. Unless they've actually updated it and now that Gilgamesh is gone. Nope. I wondered if the creatures had gone because Gilgamesh had gone. But apparently not. I'm going to pause there as well, as it looks like I'm having issues. See if that's doing any better, shall we? Nope. Okay. Let's try something else. So, is this doing any better? No. Is this actually picking now? So I have actually ran to the outpost as I kept getting attacked by Gorloks repeatedly whilst trying to fix my settings. I think I've managed to. So we shall see. But yes, we have managed to run with our items back. So, is this? It is. My beloved is in the sky, then. Running with Onara, I will join her in time. Thank you, Zairi. I will remember what you have done for Clan Shikar, and for me. Oh. You have the supplies? Good. Leave them by the forge. Cool. Mudfin Village, the first chapter of the Onara Plains done. Nice. I'm glad you're safe, Kassar, and so is Russia. Come, let's get back to work. I'd like to browse your goods. Sell my bad stuff. There we go. Get rid of that. That. Not that. Cool. So let's have a look at this again. We want that, and I believe we'll make that. That can go down here. Didn't one of those? Yes, that one. Cool. And we'll leave that down here. Or in cases of emergencies. It still seems like there's an ever so slight lag, but we shall see. And I forgot to put the bunny pick back on. Oh no. Bear with. There we go. We have a bunny pick back. So. Supplies for the journey. Don't bother me until you have the caravan provisions. Fine. Everything seems to be in order. Nice. And what is this over here? Own tank. I am Zairi. I will be joining your clan for the Kurul. Ah, I literally had that one person left to talk to. I forgot about that part. The rest of our attending clan has already travelled to the Marukai to prepare our site. The caravan from this outpost will be the last to arrive. The Kurul is a time of decision amongst clans. Stories are shared. While there are many Centaur clans across the plains, we are all Maruk. The caravan is ready to go. As Marukai is some distance away, we will make stops. When you are ready to leave, find me at the caravan. Don't keep us waiting. Okay. What are you, trainer? Skinning trainer. I don't think I can get anything more from you guys. Leatherworking. Yep, no. I'm pretty sure there's nothing I can make, so let's go over here. I am ready to go. Listen to the Shikar stories. Oh, you will let me hop on. Oh. Ah, that's behind me. The Maruk Centaur include many individual clans across the plains. There are 4 of us who hold the most power. Clans Tirai, Shikar, Nokund, and Onir. Nokund. Clan Tirai are the keepers of our traditions. Their leader, the Kanamatra, is the cultural Khan of all Maruk. All Karamatras can trace their bloodlines back to our first matriarch, Tira. We of Clan Shikar are the strongest hunters. You can find our camps spread through the plains, following the patterns of wildlife and game. Clan Nokud has recently come to power. A generation ago, Jakan Khan led his people to defeat Clan Togus, taking their place of power amongst the plains. His son, Balakar Khan, now leads this clan. His father was a man of honour, but Balakar Khan did not inherit his father's patience or wisdom. My clan, Clan Onir, is made up of those who feel a direct connection to our god, Onara. She guided our founders, Maruk and Tira, to the Dragon Isles, and she has watched over our people ever since. The mystics of Clan O'Neill are initiated from many different clans, but we all follow Anora's call to serve her and our people. The clans have their differences, but we share one culture. No matter our strengths and weaknesses, we are all Maruk. Oh look, could have swore I killed that thing yesterday. Or was it the day before? I think they might— oh no. 2-Foot, you have fought many foes in your time, yes? You will have to share some stories. What stories could I share? This character doesn't actually have very many. All the stories this character can share, really, you guys already know, as aside from the first 10 levels, you've been with me the entire journey. If I ever shared the tale of my first kill, Bellica, a mighty horn strider with horns as tall as its legs were long. I keep its horn as a trophy. But yeah, I have many Warcraft stories I could probably share. I can't think of any, but I'm sure things trigger other memories, kind of like I remember running across Northern Barrens as the original cheetah model with another druid, and we just for ages was talking and just running. But yeah, there aren't any I can think of off the top of my head though. It was a good kill, Tommel. My first was a mighty bear of ice and snow, deep in the frozen tundra of the Azure Span. My Bakar and I knew no equals. We were the talk of the Kuril. I am now AFK. Am I? Am I AFK, Bun? She's having a nibble on her leg. Ah, we have reached our first stop. Circle the wagon, Shikar. It is time for a hunt. Cool. Arrive at the first stop. And we have a quest in a moment, I believe. Is it from you? Between OBS, audio and video issues, today has actually been a very long day.
Stay.
And I did actually get to walk Bun. Will you stop it, G? And we did a little bit more training. Not too much today, mostly recall.
Come on in. Good girl.
Just checking she's not itched herself. She normally does. Bear with me. And I'm back. Cool. So let's get this quest. Take a breath, 2-Foot. I kind of rode my entire way there, so I think it's more the Bakar that needs the rest than me. Maruk travel from all across the plains to attend the Kuril, and the gathering lasts many days. Feeding that many centaur is no simple feat. Clan Shikar's hunters provide meat for all the shared meals. It is our tradition to hunt on our way to the Marukai. You must pull your weight as well. Collect 30 fresh game meat from wildlife in the Wanderer's Steppe. This is feeling definitely like Nagran. Arul, Belka. Show the 2-Foot how we hunt. The hunt is on, Zari. Whoever brings back the most game wins. How much is one going to give? 3 of them. So it's not quite as bad. Oh look, a little baby man. Stomp hoof. So you're coming to run and join in the battle then, little car? And let's give you a heal. Just as I went to record, my keyboard decided to run out of charge. So it really has been a day. I mean, I planned on playing all day, and it took till about 9 o'clock to actually sit down and be able to play and enjoy myself, and even then it's taken, what, 20 minutes? Half an hour to fix all the issues, and I'm still not 100% if they are fixed, but I also had to change as from when I was actually recording Horizon. It was set to 4K, and I hadn't realised I'd kept it that way. So I have changed it back, and it's now on 1920 1080. So if there's a bit of a graphical difference, then I do apologise, but it does seem to have fixed most of the laggy issue that I was having earlier. And I also fixed the audio, which was down to somehow, even though the 2 audios were being being recorded. First of all, it put the game sound to 0, and then secondly, it removed the recording from the channel, so it wasn't actually recording anyway. And then once I got it to record, it was then very, very quiet. So yes, that took a lot longer than I would like to admit to figure out what the issue was there. But I hadn't even thought to look, as it had been fine. So let's go and get this quest over here. Oh look, the lizard's dead. So yeah, I've managed to fix it. Hopefully all my sound should be back, and again I really do apologise for the last 2 videos. I thought I'd done sound checks, but obviously I'd not paid close enough attention. But that's what 5 AM work mornings do to the brain. Or my brain at least. Mine got a bit pickled. You find a large paw print sunk into the dirt. Looking around, none of the nearby creatures have paws, let alone of that size. Perhaps a centaur will be impressed if you hunt this great beast. Will it be a wolf? Perhaps? I'm just thinking by its paw, it's in the plains, and if we go back to the barrens when you very first start, you have the plain striders, the swoops, and the wolves. It's something. think it might be. How dare you stun me? Ooh. Skin those. Ooh. What was that? Professional Draconic Master, obtaining the maximum skill points in the Dragon Isles category of a profession. Nice. So what is the 100? Okay. So I have got a little bit more time. That was my phone telling me that I need to start thinking about going to bed. But yeah, that looks like some kind of saber-toothed tiger wolf hybrid. I'm all for it. I don't want to kill it. Can I tame it? No. Conqueror. Yeah, it's definitely a cat. It's a cool cat though. I think I'd have been more proud to walk around with that than Ekiyaki. Cool. Ooh. Don't mind if I do. So these are the ones that we've already... That's just greys. Cool. Excuse me, sorry. I've had a few Kit Kats recently, and every time I have one, it's like a little piece gets stuck, and it tickles me for the entire day. But I don't learn my lesson because the next day I just go and have another Kit Kat, and then I have to go through it all again. But I have eaten the last one, so hopefully tomorrow I shouldn't have it. Oh, I didn't finish gathering the meat. Let's go and do that first. I've just used the anchors. Don't know why I knew that it was a additional target, yeah, I thought it also increased the shot. 28. Thank you, and then we revive you. Awesome. That's all of those. Oof. Right, food for food and rivalry. Our youngest hunters are passionate and determined, but they don't show you up. You hunt as strangely as you fight. I hope Aru and Bellica observed your technique. What was that? Earn reputation throughout the Dragon Isles. Nice. Cool. Oh yeah, I guess we need to go and have a look at that. I'm sure there was something else that I needed to go to Orgrimmar for, but I can't remember what now. Do you return from your hunt? Tommel looks at the pelt. looks the pelt over before offering a small nod. You defeated Conkelar then. Not bad, 2-foot. He has evaded our hunters for many moons. His pelt always blended in well with his surroundings. Perhaps now our hunters can use his camouflage to their own advantage. I hope you don't mind getting your feet wet. The next leg of our journey will take us across 2 rivers. Is that a Wheel of Time reference? Own Seshteng would like to share a story with you about our blessed watcher, Onara. I happily leave you under her watch. Cool. The Horn of Drushal will be visible once we cross the bridge. You must see it, 2-foot. I also feel like 2-foot is a reference to Wolf Brother. I can't remember now actually if it was 2 legs or tailless or something like that, but I'm sure it was either 2-foot, 2 legs or tailless or something. I can't really remember. It was a long time ago that I read the book. But yeah, it feels kind of like a little nod towards that. Ah yes, the horn represents the ancient pact formed by Tira and a green dragon named Merithra. Their friendship ended a long enmity between dragons and Maruk. But yeah, I actually really enjoyed that book. I've not read it since. I have thought about it a couple of times since, especially when playing Warcraft and playing a druid. It makes me think of being is it a skinwalker? Or spirit walker or something like that. I think it's the second book that's called that, and it always gives me that kind of vibe. Afterward, the centaur hunted the plains and the dragons tended the gardens, but they agreed to help one another in times of need. The Horn of Drushal was built as a physical manifestation of their oath. But then the dragons left, and after 10,000 years they returned to these lands. I am interested to hear what the Matro says about that. What is going on with my camera? Or what's going on with the Bakar, I should say. Like a little butterfly sitting over there in the tree bush thing. We are guided by Onara Tommel. It is she who granted us these lands, who arbitrated with the dragons. She knows the way. I think I talk faster than what these people perhaps do. I'm getting Treebeard vibes, that they should perhaps talk really slowly. Onara, the Wind Mother, is the ancestor of all Ohuna. She led our founders, Maruk and Tira, to the plains. My clanmates interpret her songs to advise our people. I've also now just given myself Milan vibes. Do I sing it though? Like a thundering herd, we feel our luck like cattle. That's all you're getting. Hold, I hear her call. Onara will sing to me here. Cool. And that's me being chucked off. So let's go and see what our quest is here. Assuming it's you I will need to talk to. Or is it you? Shika Hunter, so Scout Tommel. I'm guessing it's going to be you. Excuse me. Oh no. It's actually you. By Broken Road. I sense something on the wind. The wind is restless here, Zairi. Onara is reaching out. I must answer her call. I need reagents for my ritual. Reeds from the riverbanks, feathers from the tails of mallards, and the heart of a salamander. Gather these materials from the river so that I may heed her voice. I might actually learn what a salamander is now. So when I was looking at them in that one quest that we were doing, did I even finish that quest? Have I moved on before I finished that? I did as well, didn't I? Yeah. But yeah, we had to look for a salamander. And I thought it was these things. But then it said that they were something else, like wandering somethings. So I assumed I got it wrong. But no, they are the salamanders. And I'm also guessing that the ducks aren't going to be best pleased at us looking at their tail feathers. Let's see if it turns it mad. Yep. Pretty sure that salamander was just splooting. Oh dear. Reptilian Fang. Are you going to be angry at me too? Yep. Shouldn't be surprised. I mean, I'm just walking up to you and plucking out a tail feather. I think I'd be just as mad. I was gonna say I think I'd be just as mad if someone walked up and pulled my hair out, but there's not much to grab a hold of. Excuse me. And I'm just going to come up and disturb your peace. Oh. I'm so scared. Well, at least we got all the feathers and we don't need to disturb any more ducks. And we also didn't need to kill all the ducks. So you're also a salamander, but not one that I need. You're also rather shifty. You. I think my room is also getting warm, as I did close my windows earlier, and the warmer it gets, the more I cough. So I think it might be a tie between Kit Kat and the warmth. I just remembered that when my computer was having its issues, I was just checking then that it wasn't still having issues. I remember putting my hand behind the computer and it was actually quite warm. So... it's one where I feel like I say it every time I play, but it's more a case of it rejigs my memory each time. Ooh, what was that? Ah, player. But yeah, I think I have actually done this quest before. So I thought I'd already caught up to as far as I've done, but I'm now beginning to wonder if if now I'm starting to actually catch up to as far as I've done. I'll know though as soon as I sit there and go, ooh, I haven't seen this before. Ooh, salamander scales. I thought I needed a heart. I need both. No. And that just pulled the... not a crab, it's not a crab, it's not a crab. Turtle! Cool, we got the heart. A roomy shell. Hey. Honora's song is fleeting. We must work quickly. Excellent. I will use these materials to interpret her song. Honora does not speak in language as we do. Her voice carries through the very winds. We mystics are trained to feel her presence, follow her call, and interpret her messages. See, this is also making me think of Wheel of Time with the wisdoms and how they listen to the wind. Or is it? Yeah. I have used the materials you gathered to bind totems to this particular call. Aid me in a ritual to center her voice, then I will interpret her song. Excuse me. I am ready. Come Zari, help me place these totems for the ritual. Lifeblood of a beast, ready for runes in her elegant script. The wind is your song, Mother Eagle, show me. A storm. We must prepare. Omens on the wind. The storm is an omen Wow. The storm is an omen of grim portent. Trouble is brewing. The storm is Anora's most dire warning, an affront to her gift. We must be wary. Are you going to talk more, or should I look at the quest? Let's look at the quest. Okia vocalizes her Sansok Khan sighs. Marukai rests beside a mountain near this grove. Our journey is almost over. The Kurul is a time of truce amongst the Maruk, but Seshteng's omen is troubling. We must stay on our guard. Let me back on. Thank you. Yeah, I think it is down to warmth as well, as I'm starting to feel very, very warm. Marukai is just ahead. It is a grand and sacred meeting place. Centaur from all around the plains gather here. Each season we meet for the Kurul, a time of truce and communion. Clans large and small come together, sharing our resources and our stories. I do look forward to reconnecting to my peers. Perhaps Tigari Khan can help me decipher this omen from the river. Someone's having a nightmare. The caravan from Timberstep Outpost approaches. The final Khan has arrived. I am going to avoid the Nokud. They antagonize everyone at these things. She's got a little twitchy face. Nice. The rest of the Shikar should have already arrived from the other camps. Our rise should be well settled by the time we arrive. Excuse me? Discovered Marukai. See, I don't remember this at all, but I'm sure something will pop up that make me go, oh yeah, I remember being here. It seems the other clans beat us here. Between our outsider and the Green Dragon emissary, this should be a Kurul to remember. I actually thought there were going to be more stops along the way. I thought there'd have been at least another one. Maybe 2 more. But I'm not gonna grumble. It just surprised me that it was so quick, considering they made a point of saying about having stops. Huh. Doggy found something. Or he's going to the toilet. You okay now? Yeah. You're okay. Cool. So let's go turn in our quest. Excuse me. Welcome to Marukai. Maruk Centaur Renown. Cool. Unlocked the major faction Maruk Centaur. So we have a bunch of quests that we can pick up. Let's have a look at these. Oh, cool. So there's different rankings of them. Cool. And how am I only Rathian's acquaintance? Surely I should have, like, carried over experience or something from, like, previous expansions or other characters or something, because, like, I know, was it one of the legendaries? I can't remember if it was the legendary ring or the legendary cape, where you had to go, was it to a Morgul island or something, and kill all of these statues to get Black Prince reputation. Yeah, that was grueling, but I did it. But yeah, I just thought something like that would have then carried over into having Rathian as more than an acquaintance. You okay? So, awesome. Yeah. I am going to call it there. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it, and again, I do apologise for the last 2 videos' audio issues and the stuttering at the beginning of this one. Hopefully it's all fixed now and should be going forwards, and I know what to look for should it happen again. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and please don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below, and I will do my very best to respond to you as soon as I'm able to. And yeah, bye!